Welcome to the journey through history, a chronicle of power, conquest, and cultural fusion that shaped the Indian subcontinent for centuries. In the heart of this narrative stands Emperor Zahiruddin Babur, a figure whose legacy remains etched in the annals of time. But before we delve into the captivating life and time of Babur, let us turn our gaze back to the fertile crescent of Central Asia, where the seeds of destiny were sown. Zahiruddin Babur, known to history as Babur, was born on February 14, 1483, in the city of Andijan in present-day Uzbekistan. He was the descendant of illustrious lineage. On the father's side, he traced his ancestry to the conqueror Temur, and on the mother's side, he was linked to the great Mongol ruler Genghis Khan. Babur's early life was fraught with challenges, marked with a series of familial disputes and shifting alliances as he navigated the complexities of Central Asian political landscape. Babur's life took a significant turn when he inherited the Principality of Fergana at the age of 12. Following his father's demise, his early exposure to rule laid the foundation for his future ambitions, instilling in him a deep desire to expand his dominion. However, retaining control of this kingdom was far from easy, as the regional powers fought for supremacy. Babur often found himself embroiled in conflict. To safeguard his position, the year 1497 saw Babur's first glimpse of the Indian subcontinent. He undertook an audacious but short-lived expedition to Samarkand in an attempt to regain his ancestral Temur capital. Although unsuccessful, this encounter with the riches and allure of India would forever remain etched in his mind, planting seeds for his eventual conquest. In 1504, after losing Fergana, Babur embarked on a series of campaigns to carve out a new empire for himself. His journey led him through shifting alliances and battles as he fought to establish his rule in the intricate tapestry on Central Asian politics. One of his notable victories was over Sultan Mahmud Shaybani of Bukhara in 1511, which allowed Babur to reclaim his ancestral lands. As Babur consolidated his power in Central Asia, his aspirations turned towards the fertile plains of India. The subcontinent beckoned with its rich culture, thriving cities, and wealth that has captured his imagination years earlier. Babur's longing for conquest found its culmination in 1526, when he, at the age of 33, crossed formidable Indus River with an army comprised of both seasoned Central Asian warriors and Indian allies. Ibrahim Lodi's rule in Delhi marked the twilight of the Lodi's dynasty reign over northern India. Ascending to power in 1517, after succeeding his father Sikandar Lodi, who ruled Delhi from 1489 to 1517, Ibrahim faced a challenging political landscape characterized by internal dissent and external threats. A pivotal moment came in 1526 when Ibrahim Lodi clashed with the formidable Babur, emperor of the future Mughal Empire. The stage was set for a fateful confrontation that would alter the course of Indian history. The Battle of Panipat, fought on April 20th, 1526. Panipat is a historic city located in the northern Indian state of Haryana. It is situated approximately 19 kilometers, which is 56 miles, north of Delhi, the capital of India. This is the same place where Second Battle of Panipat was fought between Mughal Emperor Akbar and Hemi. Third battle in 1761 between Afghanistan's leader Ahmad Shah Durrani and Maratha Empire. Babur's roughly 12,000 strong force against the mammoth army of Ibrahim Lodi, the reigning Sultan of Delhi. The odds were seemingly insurmountable, with Ibrahim Lodi's troops numbering over 100,000. Yet Babur's military genius shone through employing innovative tactics and deploying his artillery with precision. He orchestrated a stunning upset, choosing higher grounds. Babur's forces gained a defense advantage. The disciplined use of firearms, coupled with well-coordinated cavalry charge, shattered the large but less organized opposing force. The outcome was a resounding victory for Babur, but it came at a great personal cost. The exact number can be difficult to determine due to historical variations in account, but it's estimated that Babur losses were relatively significant, given the intensity of the battle and the casualties sustained. Babur himself mentioned in his memoir, Babur Nama, that many of his key commanders and soldiers were killed in the battle. The Battle of Panipat was fierce and brutal, leaving many lives lost on both sides. Ibrahim Lodi himself perished on the battlefield. Babur's triumph marked the establishment of the Mughal Empire foothold in India. He claimed the throne of Delhi and Agra, becoming the founder of the Mughal dynasty that would rule India for generations to come. Babur's success at Panipat was not the end of his challenges. Consolidating his rule over a vast and diverse land was a complex endeavor. Babur faced resistance from various quarters as local rulers and chieftains sought to protect their territories from the encroaching Mughal influence. Babur's subsequent campaigns in northern India were a testament to his strategic acumen and his determination to secure his dominion. Beyond his military conquests, Babur was an astute administrator and a patron of culture. He introduced administrative reforms that laid the groundwork for Mughal administration efficiency. His interest in architecture and literature led to the flourishing of distant Mughal cultural synthesis, blending Persian and Indian influences. Babur's reign was cut short by his death in 1530, but his legacy endured through his descendants, most notably through his grandson Akbar, whose reign would be marked by remarkable achievements. Babur's memoirs, the Babur Nama, provided invaluable insight into his life, thoughts, and the world he inhabited. In conclusion, Babur's life journey from his birth in 1483 to his conquest to India in 1526 encapsulated a remarkable tale of ambition, resilience, and military brilliance. The Battle of Panipat stands as a defining moment, reflecting Babur's determination and tactical genius. His reign as the founder of the Mughal Empire left an indelible mark on India's history, shaping its culture, political, and architectural landscape for generations to come. Babur's legacy was carried forward by his son Humayun, who would face his own set of challenges and adventures as he navigated the intricate world of politics, battles, and governance. Humayun, born in 1508, was the eldest son of Babur and one of the heirs to the Mughal Empire. Humayun's early life was marked by his father's effort to secure a stable future for him. Babur recognized Humayun's potential as a leader and sought to groom him for responsibilities that lay ahead. However, internal dissident, external threats posed significant challenges to Humayun's ascent to power. Babur's sudden death in 1530 left a power vacuum, and Humayun had to contend with rival factions and claimants vying for the Mughal throne. Amidst this turmoil, Humayun's cousin Kamran Mirza posed a formidable threat, leading to conflicts within the family. These early struggles exposed Humayun to the complexities of power dynamics and the complexities of court politics. One of Humayun's most notable challenges came in the form of the Afghan chieftain Sher Shah Suri, who managed to overthrow Humayun and established his own rule over the northern India. Sher Shah's military power and administrative reforms presented a formidable obstacle to Humayun's ambitions. Forced to exile, Humayun embarked on a journey filled with trials and tribulations, traveling through deserts and seeking refuge in various kingdoms. During his exile, Humayun's resilience and diplomatic acumen came to the fore. He formed alliances with Persian rulers, biding his time and gathering support to reclaim his empire. After years of wandering, Humayun's opportunity for resurgence emerged when the Suri dynasty began to weaken following Sher Shah's death in 1555. With the support of Persian forces and regional allies, Humayun managed to reclaim the Mughal throne. Humayun's return to power marked a period of relative stability, during which he aimed to restore and consolidate the Mughal Empire. He embarked on administrative and cultural reforms, taking inspiration from Persian models. Humayun's reign also saw the construction of significant architectural marvels, reflecting his commitment to the fusion of Persian and Indian artistic influences. Despite his efforts, Humayun's reign was relatively short-lived. In 1556, he met an ultimate death due to an accident involving a fall down a flight of stairs. His legacy, however, was carried forward by his son Akbar the Great, who would go on to become one of the greatest rulers in Indian history. Thank you for watching my channel. Please do subscribe and like to show your support. Thank you.